What's going on, guys? Just wanted to drop a video with you. Yes, you heard me right. I am burying my tools. So I'm burying my 3/8 drive 18-inch chrome handled Matco ratchet. You can see the Matco emblem. I got a 10mm impact drive 3/8 deep, and it pains me. It pains me so hard to bury my 10. I know I'm going to need it tomorrow. And on top of that, I have a 8mm chrome Matco socket and quarter drive. But if that wasn't enough, I also brought a Snap-on 3/8 drive chrome, a little bit shorter, nonetheless, Snap-on, with a 10mm Snap-on 3/8 drive deep impact socket on there as well. So why? Because I don't want to have any 10mm at all for a month. It's going to be great. And if that wasn't good enough, I also have a 8mm chrome quarter drive Snap-on socket. I'm burying them all. Let's get digging. My prediction is I'm not going to have any 8mm left. I think my 10s are going to need to be warranted out. They're impacted. I think they're just going to rust to pieces or just not be completely usable. I don't think I'm going to find the 8s at all. I think my ratchets, the chrome's going to look fine. But I don't think they're going to work. They're going to be needed serviced. They're going to need to be serviced for sure. What is this going to solve? Probably nothing. What's this going to show? Also probably nothing. Guess we'll check back in a month. Alright guys, so they're buried, and I got them marked so that way in about a month I don't have to dig around my whole entire yard, and hopefully I find everything that we put down there, because if not, it will just be the end of the world. No 10s, no 8s. How do I work on anything? Well, at least you guys don't have to wait an entire month. Through the magic of video editing, you get to see it right now. Well, a month went by just like that, so here we are a month later. Let's dig these things up. Well, that's insane. Ooh. Found one. That's the Snap-on. We got a Matco. So far, the ratchets look exactly the same. I think the Snap-on impact socket got a little bit rustier. We'll clean them up and go to the table. Now finding these 8s might be tricky. Alright, so we finally found both 8s, and that took a while. We had to dig up an entire graveyard, apparently. The little flag marker wasn't as good of a marker as I thought, but we found them. I can't believe that we did. So I'll give you a quick rundown. They look like nothing ever happened to them. A month in the ground, and they are both just packed full of dirt. We'll clean them up in the sink and see what happens. And to my surprise, both the Snap-on and both the Matco, they both seem to function. This one's still reverse. This one still reverses. The impact sockets definitely took the brunt of the damage. The snap-on's got some rust on the face, but we'll clean these up and take a look at them in some better lighting. So we took the snap-on and the Matco and the sockets, and I just rinsed them off. They came out, the ratchets don't even look like anything was done to them. The snap-on head definitely has some rust on there. I would say the Matco ratchet looks good enough to even put back on the shelf. The safety selector looks like it got a little bit of tarnish on it, maybe some rust. Both of these sockets actually come off somewhat easy. The Matco one's a little bit more tough. Matco has a little bit of rust on this anvil right here. They both spin just like they should. Go in reverse and everything. I'd say that the snap-on impact socket looks the worst. Got a lot of rust scale on there. The Matco has a pretty good amount, but nothing too crazy. Both of them can go back into work for sure. Insides look fine. The chrome sockets, nothing looks like it. It doesn't even look like it was in the ground. So if you're going to keep your sockets in the ground, totally fine. You can leave the Matcos, you can leave the snap-ons in the ground, doesn't matter. I'd say if you're going to pick a tool to bury when it comes to the ratchets, probably the Matco ratchet. So if you're going to take apart your Matco ratchets, you're going to need Matco tools to do that. If you're going to take the snap-ons apart, you're going to need snap-on tools. It totally voids the warranty if you don't use the appropriate tool. So let's take a look inside and see what these things look like. Well, that is very melodramatic. The Matco had a little bit of moisture in there, but looks completely fine. The seals kept all the crap out. You got the little bit of oil on there still. Got the seal on there. The pawl looks fine. No dirt, no grime. The spring is even totally fine. That's the important part. And then that seal still looks good. The snap-on, this one was a little bit used before and I didn't really think about it a whole lot, but it's got some grime in there, but just from usual use. There's no dirt in there at all. It looks completely fine. You can see on this piece. Little bit of dirt, but not inside of it. It's just greasy. The seal seemed to do its job. Anvil looks totally fine. The pawl looks fine. Everything looks good. Backside of that, the lever looks fine. Clean it up and put it back together. Throw some oil in it. The most important thing about these ratchets is after they're put together, we got the Matco, is a little bit of oil, and I definitely recommend air tool oil or anything like that, like ATF or even motor oil. I don't recommend putting grease in it. So just a couple of drops will do you. Just like that. It's pretty much good enough. And then you can put the cover back on. So for the snap-on, again, I recommend the snap-on oil, but I think the Matco oil is going to be just good. I don't see any problems with that. Just kidding, guys. It didn't actually explode. You can use whatever kind of oil you want. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't think there was anything that was that informative out of it, but if you got something awesome, please like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see anything in the future for me to do, I will do it. Just drop it in the comments below. I hope we learned something, and I'll see you out there.